Hi, my name is Pieter Rooij. I want to share some ideas about customer loyalty to performing arts venues. Finished a PhD about this topic, and this is part 3 of the clips I made, loyalty development patterns. If you look at the academic papers currently available, these papers, these studies do not describe the development of customer loyalty from a customer's perspective. They examine the influence of determinants just in a single point of time. So that means there is only limited information about relationship dynamics. To me, loyalty development is interesting because relationships are ever-changing phenomena. At the same time, management of migration could be really valuable. So the central question in this study is, how does customer loyalty to a performing arts organization develop throughout the time of a person's life? First, some literature review, short review. There are a few theoretical development patterns, which might be called the loyalty ladder, starting with prospects, then single ticket purchase, repeat customer, subscriber, and then a member or donor. Only few empirical studies have been carried out, one of which is done by Rooij and Weinberg a long time ago. And they have 3 or 4 different segments. One is the continual subscribers, so subscribers are people who have been subscribing for 5 consecutive years. Also a gradual subscriber segment, following the pattern of no attendance to some attendance, followed by a subscription. And there was also a sudden subscriber segment, people who did not attend the venue before, but suddenly popped up as a subscriber. And the 4th segment was a miscellaneous pattern. I did a qualitative study, 47 in-depth interviews, 3 segments, incidental spectators, participants, and core-audience. Incidental spectators attending once or twice, participants 3 to 5 tickets a year, and core audience 6 times or more. The study had a retrospective character because I wanted to understand participation over time, and the respondents had to recall the past and reconstruct actually past loyalty behavior. Furthermore, the study is exploratory in nature. I found 7 patterns, and this is the first pattern, the gradual growth pattern. So people starting up with 1 attendance and then gradually growing into more attendances. Reasons or things which might explain this pattern is that people were having a partner who was also interested in performing arts, getting children, and they want to introduce their children in performing arts, increased involvement of the individual, passing on cultural interests to the children, and also because they like the programming choices of the venue. So this was the first pattern. Second pattern is a sudden entry pattern. Suddenly people start visiting the venue, not buying 1 ticket, but maybe 3 tickets or maybe 8 tickets. And that is because people move to another city. In the former city where they lived, they were attending performing arts as well at another theater, and moving to another city, they continued their lifestyle attending performing arts attendances as well. The third pattern is a sudden break pattern, which represents actually a major change in a private situation. So people have been attending a venue for a particular time, and then suddenly they stop attending the venue. And after a couple of years, they start re-attending the venue. Well, change in private situations may cause such a pattern. People move to another city, or maybe they face some serious illness of their partner. 4th pattern, the no growth pattern. People start attending the theater, but they do not really grow in terms of number of attendances. Several reasons for this: limited involvement of the individual, and maybe also limited involvement of the social environment of friends or family, lack of money, lack of partner taste homogamy, which means that the two partners have different tastes, a performance dominance orientation, that means that the people, they actually just go for the performer and do not have any commitment with the theater, or maybe a limited number of the availability of tickets. Pattern number 5, coincidence pattern. People attend the theater but do not re-attend the theater on an annual basis, and that has to do with either little involvement with performing arts or a strong performance dominance orientation, so that they really go for the performer. The performer is leading in customer decision-making processes, and the theater, the venue, is not. 6 is the flex pattern. People attend performing arts not on a basis that they attend the theater always 3 times, for example, or always 6 times. No, it is really flexible, and it has to do with the quality of programming, and also because they have a rather strong performance dominance orientation, in a way that they just want to see the performer and they actually do not really care where this performance is shown. 7th pattern is a decline pattern. In the beginning there is an increase in pattern, but suddenly there is a decrease, which might be related to the birth of children. People have to take care of them during the night. Some people are less satisfied with the programming, might have busy jobs, a lack of time, or maybe a change in social environment where friends are not attending the performing arts anymore, so this affects also individual behavior. The conclusion is that there are several main determinants influencing these loyalty patterns, and they have to do with customer characteristics and individual circumstances, like partners, like children, like individual involvement, like income, like retirement. But they also might have to do with theatre's programming, the quality of the programming, the quality of the choices, competitive offerings, and also certainly with the social environment. So the involvement of family or friends with performing arts. So that means there are many intrapersonal and interpersonal constraints preventing customers to migrate to higher levels. Nevertheless, luckily, a theatre could apply some relationship marketing strategies to keep their customers, and I'm going to tell you more about this in my clip number 9. I have a series of clips, as you can see. This was clip number 3, loyalty development patterns, and I want to share some thoughts with you and inspire you. If you're interested, you can download my PhD thesis, and you can contact me for further research collaboration. Thank you.